Whatever shit, Timmy's here. Since I'm doing my reviews for vampire movies because of Morbius, I did just talk about the original Fright Night, so here's my review for the film's remake, and that's the 2011 version. Now, this is actually one of the rare remakes that's they even succeeds the original. I mean, it's alright, maybe it's not as good as the original, but definitely is on par as great with the original. Now, this is actually directed by Craig Gillespie, who also will later go on to give us stuff like most recent. He put out Corella. He of course just directed episodes of Pam and Tommy on Hulu. And the Fright Night remake is much better than it had any intentions of being. When they obviously announced it, it always sounded like an odd to actually remake a classic like that. But they did such a great job here. You know, here, in this time around, you got the late Antony Justin, who plays the role of Charlie, who's just a high school senior who of course is dating this girl named Amy, played by Mugen Poots. And so Trouble, of course, enters his world in the form of Jerry Dandridge, played by Colin Farrell this time, who's of course his new neighbor, and he ends up pretty much witnessing. He ends up pretty much finding out that Jerry is of course a vampire, so similar to the original. And obviously no one believes him because who will believe something like that? And so he ends up pretty much getting help from this washed-up TV illusionist named Pierre Vincent, who's actually this time portrayed by Doctor Who himself, David Tennant. And Charlie, of course, sets out to destroy Jerry. Now you also got Toni Collette, who actually played Charlie's mother here. You had McLovin himself, Christopher Ploss popped up in this. It's such a fun remake. It's really definitely has some really decent charms as here. Anton Yelchin, I've always been a fan of this guy. Gone way too soon. I mean, he was always a really cool actor, whether it's something like Star Trek, Bucket. I've always been a fan of Anton, and man, I was so sad when he passed away back in 2016, because gone way too soon, age 27, R.I.P. man. And he really had some really cool acting abilities, and this is one of them. I mean, he's one of the few actors to do a vampire and a zombie movie before. He also did a film, like a zombie movie called, My Dead Ex, something like that. Which I thought he was good in that too. I mean, he's great when it comes to this type of horror stuff too, because he was also great in Thomas. This guy has always been some really cool stuff. And the Fright Night remake was one of them. Of course, him and Umugan will later go on to reunite for Green Room. They were great in that too. And Colin Farrell, you can really buy him as a sadistic character here. And Colin Farrell always had some cool game. Whether obviously he was just seen in the Batman. He's been great at some other stuff, and this is maybe one of my favorite roles of his. So yeah, if you guys, I remember watching this one in theaters. I had such a fun time with it. It's a shame they never really went ahead and did a sequel to this. I mean, the original had a sequel, but yeah, it's a shame we never really got to see a sequel to this one. It didn't. I guess it didn't do all that great. It only made about 18.3 million, but man, it's much better than it had any intentions being. So yeah, if you guys have never really seen the Fright Night remake, do yourself a favor, go watch it. You'll either enjoy it or you won't enjoy it. I mean, lots of critics actually did appreciate it. I mean, it has a 72% Rotten Tomatoes, so lots of people, including myself, did enjoy it too. So anyway, let me let you guys. Have you ever seen the Fright Night remake? If so, what's your rating? Fan or not a fan of it? Which Fright Night movie do you prefer? Do you prefer the original one or do you prefer the remake? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Timu signing out.